Hype.
She is 17, going on fabulous. Silia Kapsis from Cyprus has had her first rehearsal at Eurovision 2024. Shall we talk about it?
Let's do this.
You guys, the teen queen is here and it is a scream. This is professional. This is sleek. This is fresh and energetic. She looks angelic in white with diamond kind of crystal embellishments, serving J-Lo. What was it, J-Lo from 2004? No, J-Lo's VMA outfit from 2000. I saw that on the Wiwibloggs Twitter account. Shout out to Bernardo. She sounds fresh and good. That voice filling the arena. 17, it's just a number because the experience here is giving me 34, 35, okay? Cut a long story short for me, I think this is a perfect opener for this semifinal. I'm very confident she's going through because of herself, because of her talent, and because of those 4 dancers around her. Debin.
You know, the thing is, I do like the Cypriot approach to making lemonade out of lemons because, they've had a few show openers, where, they go first and it's like, oh, what do we do? But you know what? We trust the producers. They're not moaning. They're not complaining. They're just turning that into a moment to be remembered. And Silia Kapsis, I mean, she's actually really compelling. She's very hardworking. She's got a dance team in Los Angeles. She lives in Australia. I mean, like, she's always on the move. And this is really about movement. And Laia, as we know, is not one person. It's not an ex-lover. It's just a lot of deceptive situations that you go through life, and we've all had them.
You find it age appropriate is what you're saying thematically.
I find it age appropriate. I also find the theme rather universal. I think, because virgins may not have encountered that Laia, but virgins would have gone through something in life that kind of turned out not to be what they'd anticipated. I really like this. Wardrobe, I don't know. I would have liked color. Because the dancers are also in white and they've got these gray fade out jogging bottoms. I don't know. Visually, I think this could have popped out stronger. But Cilia doesn't look bad in white, but I feel like other colors may have made her blossom and elevate a lot more.
You know why I like white? Because it's pristine and youthful. And then I think with the stage,
Black is evil. I mean, I'm over this.
Stage light, she's gonna glow.
Girl,
it's gonna be a you glow girl moment.
Over this kind of like, oh, they're so dark, I can barely see them on stage, and therefore let's just because the other thing to note as well is in the staging, there's actually a lot of strobe lighting. And it's not green laser strobe, it's just fluorescent white strobe. It's actually a little washed out for me. Cilia will pop and Cilia will advance. But, at this point, it's granular detail, right? We're looking at the little bits and nooks and, just little moments which, we can edit out a little bit. And yeah, I feel like this is not the finished product just yet. And I really do hope they go for a different wardrobe.
Girl, it's
in the music video, right? Do you remember the music video?
Gold.
Where she was wearing that gold. I mean, that was fabulous.
All right. Sinan, give us your thoughts, honey.
Literally 84 years later. Like, we have been waiting so long for this TikTok video. The hype was building and building, and finally it is here. And I'm so excited that I have watched it like 100 times now. Actually, she has also like red and blue strobe lights, not only white as Deban said. So I think the costume, when it's that one, because I think Ibu said that they have to, like, they must wear their stage costumes on the rehearsal. So this might be the one for the live shows as well. I think it works because the staging is very dark. We have like only like few times the red color on the LED screens and blue again. And I feel like at some point she's like kind of managing, like when she's doing some moves, the LED is you know, working. You know, the lights are coming up. And I love the part where she's like, you know, fire, and then she's kind of hitting or slapping her hip. I absolutely love that. I feel like we need there some pyro or fire or something like that. I don't think Eurovision is showing, you know, the full rehearsal. I mean, the full, you know, with effects, with pyros and everything, because there was a video, not video, an audio on Twitter. Like you can hear her singing, you know, towards the end, well, the ending of the rehearsal, and then there were like sound of pyro effects. So I'm so excited to see the whole thing. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. I love it, really.
All right,
Can I
final.
also just quickly add, please, that Celia is actually quite remarkable because, you know, talking about wardrobe, her piece is by far the most tailored. So the others, you know, her four other male dancers are in jogging bottoms, which actually gives you a lot of scope in terms of executing that movement. And she's a lot more boxed in because she's got these diamante panels that reflect on the light. And what I also like about it is this very, you know, social media moment, very TikTok the liar that she manages to kind of get in. I mean, this is really very well thought out. Really is.
Yeah, I think I actually like how the outfits are like streetwear, right? Her dancers,
Mm.
they've left dance rehearsal at Pineapple Studios or wherever. They're on the street, they've been to Barry's, they're having their protein smoothie. She is the tailored queen. I think this shows off her athleticism, actually. She's a healthy young woman. You know, we talk a lot about body image. She's healthy, you know, she exercises, she works out. When we were in Amsterdam, we were sitting in her hotel and she was in a conference room with her dancers training even just before the show, doing rehearsal, doing choreography. She's so dedicated to her craft. And I think the costume reflects that. She's ultimately an athlete, actually. You know, dancing, that is a full body sport. And our girl is slaying. Final thoughts.
Yeah, and the ease of certain types of movement as well. One of the difficult things to execute on camera is actually choreography. And you know, because you want it to bounce and flick without it appearing that you're actually doing it. And you know, and she manages to get these moments in this 15-second shot. You know, I'm really impressed with her. Really, she's really honed in her craft.
Okay, we're
And
not going
also,
to go around and say whether we think this will make the final and why. I will start. This is going to the final. It's a memorable opener. She's going to move the entire 3 minutes, we hear. And looking at these photos on the Wiwibloggs Instagram, we do have color. Oh my goodness, we have our dancers removing their shirts as well, by the way. They are showing off their physiques. So, you know,
William is voting
they're playing to
100%.
the crowd. And there are strobes. There is red, like smoke, like not red, kind of like lava or red universe in the background. She's colored red at one point, giving it a sultriness, and then she's blue. Cyprus always works with the earth elements. We saw this with Andrew Lambrou. You know, wind, fire, water, air. She's giving us all of it. She's going through. Devin.
I think this still requires work. But at this stage, I mean, even though there's nothing to compare it with, I really do think it's going through. I think that this has that youthful element. It's got that burst of energy. It's got that immediacy. It's got that impact. And, you know, this is a girl singing in English with perfect elocution, of course, because she's Australian. And everything here, yeah, there's enough to push it through. And I never doubted this entry from the get-go. But what I'm actually hoping for is let's move from qualification to top 10 to top 5. And I feel like there are little moments that could. I really dislike the lighting, actually. I think the lighting is
Girl.
really,
Girl,
yeah.
what's wrong
You're
with the
gonna see
light
2 minutes and
you?
45 seconds more. Okay, there is time for
Yeah.
progression. See not.
You know, it just looks like digital powder. I just need it to be better. I need it to be more flattering and to be more emotive and more atmospheric. Anyway.
You need sunglasses, maybe.
Oh God!
I think given his age, he needs some prescription lenses. See
Oh
now.
my God!
100 years old.
Oh my God!
No, this is definitely qualifying because let me say why. Is it true that EBU, well, Eurovision is now allowing people to vote during the performances?
Yeah.
Ah,
So this is the beginning of the Eurovision
But is
and
that only for the
semi-final one.
final?
I don't know.
I think it's
I
only for the
thought,
final.
why? That's not fair. Only for the final
We'll
because
double
people are
check.
voting
but
and
this
not.
is a televote song anyway, so
Yeah.
this is
Yeah.
going through.
So people, if I watch this live and my phone is with me, which always is
Which it
with me,
always is.
yeah. So I will be like, oh my gosh, let me vote for it because the numbers are showing up, the SMS numbers, and I'm seeing a beautiful girl who is dancing and singing at the same time and slaying the whole choreography and everything. Uh, yeah. And also, right now, nowadays, Eurovision is being watched from much more teenagers, even like children, like
Yeah.
6 years old, 9 years old, and they have iPhones. Like they have phones, smartphones, and they could vote. So, and this song and this performance and this girl, she represents that, those teenagers and, younger audience. So I think they will be like, girl, I'm voting for you.
All right, well, that's what we think. What do you think? Are you into tennis and Naomi Osaka? If so, be sure to check out our friend Ben Rothenberg's new book, an incredible biography. Or if you're more into Eurovision, read Wild Dances, My Queer and Curious Journey to Eurovision. Link in description. You guys, we love you so much.
But we would love you more when you start following Wiwibloggs on Pinterest.
And also on Instagram, TikTok, X, and subscribe to our channel. We have
Yeah, we're
lots of
almost going to
reaction
hit
videos.
200K, maybe this weekend. Fingers crossed. We'll see you later.
Bye.